Have you ever wondered why some people seem to make progress with their money, while others keep struggling no matter how hard they work? The truth is, it's not always about how much you earn. It's about the habits you build with your money. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 common money habits that quietly keep people poor. If you recognize yourself in any of these, don't worry. I'll also share how you can break these habits and start moving toward financial freedom. Make sure you stick around until the end, because habit number 5 is something most people do without even realizing it, and it could be costing you years of progress. Habit 1. Living beyond your means. The first habit is living beyond your means. This happens when you spend more money than you actually earn. Maybe it's buying the latest phone on credit, upgrading your car just to impress others, or swiping your card for things you don't need. On the surface, it feels normal. Everyone around you is doing it, right? But what actually happens is you dig yourself into debt and limit your future options. The rich don't necessarily buy more, they buy smarter. A good rule is the 50-30-20 principle. Spend 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and at least 20% on savings or investments. If your spending always equals your paycheck, or worse, goes beyond it, you'll stay stuck in a cycle of stress and dependency. Habit 2. Not tracking where your money goes. The second habit that keeps people poor is not knowing where their money goes. Imagine filling a bucket with water that has holes in it. No matter how much water you pour in, it keeps leaking out. That's exactly what happens when you don't track your expenses. You might think, it's just a $5 coffee or just a small subscription fee. But when you add it all up, it could be hundreds or even thousands of dollars every year. Wealthy people pay attention to the details. They track, they analyze, and they cut unnecessary spending. The good news is you don't need to overcomplicate it. A simple budgeting app or even a notebook can help you become aware of your habits and make better choices. Habit 3. Depending on one source of income. The third money habit that keeps people poor is relying on just one source of income. If your only income comes from your job, you're essentially one decision or one crisis away from being in financial trouble. Think about it. What if the company downsizes or an economic downturn happens? Suddenly, you're left with nothing to fall back on. Rich people focus on building multiple streams of income. Investments, side hustles, businesses, or even passive income from digital products. You don't have to start big. Even a small side hustle like freelancing, selling online, or creating digital content can give you extra cash and reduce your dependency on one paycheck. Habit 4. Delaying saving and investing. The fourth habit is waiting for the perfect time to save or invest. Many people think, I'll start saving once I earn more, or I'll invest when I have extra money. But here's the truth. The longer you delay, the more opportunities you lose. Compound interest works like magic. The earlier you start, the more your money grows over time. Even saving a small amount consistently can turn into a big amount years later. Waiting until you feel ready is just another trap. Wealthy people pay themselves first, meaning they save and invest before spending on wants. If you flip this order, your money will always disappear before you save a single rupee. And the fifth habit is ignoring financial education. Think about it. We spend years in school learning math, science, history, but almost nobody teaches us how to manage money. If you don't actively educate yourself, you end up making costly mistakes, falling for scams, buying liabilities instead of assets, or not knowing how to invest safely. Wealthy people never stop learning. They read books, watch educational videos, follow trusted experts, and most importantly, they apply what they learn. The more you understand money, the better decisions you'll make. And in today's world, information is everywhere. It just depends on whether you're willing to use it.